Hi guys, Simon Samuel here, and I'll be showing you how to build this engaging business website. Next up, we'll be going through an overview of what we need so we can get started. Let's briefly go through what we need to get started to build our business website. First is a domain name. A domain name is our unique identity used to find us on the internet. For example, Google's domain name is google.com, Facebook's domain name is facebook.com, and yours will be your business name or your name.com. And the best price I have seen for a domain name is 1,250, and this payment is done yearly. Hosting is our online real estate that holds our content like pictures, words, etc. So to make them accessible, we need to host them or keep them somewhere so that when people check our domain name, they get to see our content. And the best price I have seen for hosting is 400 naira a month, and for 12 months that will make it 4,800. To install WordPress is free, and to install the theme also that I'll be using to build the website is also free. Now for data, if you have free Wi-Fi, good luck to you, and if you don't, to build this website, you will be needing say 2 gig for it. So and the pricing depends on your service provider. So in total, we'll be needing about 6,000 plus to build our business website. So let's get started. Hi guys, following the link in the description I sent you either by email or in the video description, you should be on a page like this. Hugo Host, they are a hosting company as the name implies, and they will be doing our domain name registration and hosting for us. So quickly, why I recommend, and I also use them because number one, they are affordable, and two, they deliver on their promise of 99.9% uptime. What that means is 99.9% of the time your website and web pages will be available and accessible 99.9% of the time, which to me is a great deal. And also they have great customer service. You shoot them an email with a problem and they are back to you with the solution in 5 minutes or 10 or 15, but they will reply your email sent. So quickly, let's find the domain name. And if you are doing this for the first time, it might be a little bit difficult for you finding the perfect domain name because somebody else might be using it. So briefly, let me just start. I want to use business demo site. Business demo, that's the name of the domain name I want to choose. Just quickly pick I am not a robot. And remember, your domain name is your unique identity used to find you on the internet. So like I said earlier, Google's domain name is google.com, Facebook domain name is facebook.com, and so on and so forth. So yours will be your name or your business name.com. Now quickly, the pricing of your domain name depends on the extension. For example, a .ng extension will be paying 12,000 naira for it, while the rest loads up and will get the prices for each and every one of them. I believe the cheapest should be .online and .com.ng, as we have seen now. .ng is 12,000, .africa is 13,000, .online is 1,250, .com.ng is 1,250 naira. But I want us to quickly see the price for the remaining, so we'll have a clearer. Let me use demo site. Let's see what comes out. Let me add one more S and search it out. As usual, the price for domain site business demo site.ng is 12,000. Then .com is 3,900. .ng is also 12,000. .site is 1,000 naira. .africa 13,000. .online 1,250, and also is .com.ng. So we have, and this price, this amount is paid once a year. Once you pay once till the next year, so you see it's not really a bad deal. But I prefer demo site, business demo site. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be choosing .com.ng because it's cheaper and it's just a demonstration. So who doesn't like cheap things? So we'll click the add button, then check out. Okay, yeah, like I told you, domain name registration is once a year. So now we have to click, you have to click no hosting, click to add. So let's scroll down and see. Okay, there is the 1 gig space, 4 gig space, Linux 6 gig, 10 gig, and 25 gig. You can go ahead and read the summary of the packages that they have. But if you are starting out, I recommend you choose the 400 naira a month plan. Then as you grow, definitely as you grow, you begin to upgrade to other plans. Then we click use business site demo, business demo site.com.ng, use. Alright, and quickly, I will also recommend you choose not monthly but yearly, that is annual payment for it. That way you save, I think, about 20 or 30% thereabout if you choose the annual payment. And also, sorry, .com.ng comes with a free domain name registration, meaning you won't have to pay the extra 1,250 naira if you choose the .com.ng domain. You see why I said they are very, very affordable. So, but for the purpose of the tutorial, I don't want it to stay long online. It's just for demonstration purposes. I will be choosing 400 naira a month and continue. Okay, we have an order summary of 1,650. That's to show you how low it is for us to begin to put our business online. Yours should be around 4,000 naira if you choose the .com.ng, and if you choose and if you also chosen .com, you should have between, I think, 6,000 and 7,000 naira, which to me is a really, really good deal. And if it is your first time, just come here, this apply promo code, click it and put in the code hello. Hello automatically gives you 25% discount. That is if it's your first time. This is not my first time, so I've used my own hello chance already. So we'll click checkout now. Checkout, number, your address, and the rest. So we'll scroll down, and I'll be choosing payment by bank details because I prefer to make the transfer to their account. We'll get the account details very soon. So we'll just click I have read and agree to terms, then we complete the order. Okay, you should have an unpaid invoice like this stating the bank payment details, and once your payment is made, send a mail to billing@whogoho so that you'll be activated. And I also recommend that you should send a screenshot or a picture of proof of payment that you have made to them in order for them to make your activation fast and easy. So let's go right ahead and make payment, and I'll see you soon. Alright, welcome back. So after payment has been completed, you receive an invoice payment confirmation and your hosting details. So we go in and click open that email up. You scroll down to temporary control panel. We click it, click proceed. So we should have our control panel telling us to give it the user, give us a username and password, which we already do in the email that has been sent to us. So we go back to the email. The username is 47 Bizin 47. We highlight, right click, copy, then we'll paste that in there. For our password, we'll be doing the same thing too. Sorry, you have to get all the numbers correctly. I missed again. Okay, let's try, don't miss now. I missed again. Let me try from this side. Alright, copy, and we'll paste that in there, then log in. It should take us to our control panel. Alright, welcome back. So after payment has been completed, you receive an invoice payment confirmation and your hosting details. So we go in and click open that email up. You scroll down to temporary control panel. We click it, click proceed. So we should have our control panel telling us to give it the user, give us a username and password, which we already do in the email that has been sent to us. So we go back to the email. The username is 47 Bizin 47. We highlight, right click, copy, then we'll paste that in there. For our password, we'll be doing the same thing too. Sorry, you have to get all the numbers correctly. I missed again. Okay, let's try, don't miss now. I missed again. Let me try from this side. Alright, copy, and we'll paste that in there, then log in. It should take us to our control panel. Control panel is the back end, and the control panel is simply an interface that allows us to manage various hosted services in one place. And one of the hosted services we're about to use now is called WordPress. You'll find it when you scroll down. We click it, then we go to install now. We delete this, that is the in directory. We delete it. Then site name can be changed at any time, but for now we use boss. Then I'll leave that to my word, is fine. It can be adjusted at any time, like I said earlier. Then up next is the admin name, username and password. I prefer to use admin, then change my password generally. Let me hide that, so you can also do that for yourself. Then that is done. We scroll down and we click install. It should take some minutes or two to activate. Alright, congratulations, software has been installed successfully. Now the truth about it is some web developers charge a lot of money for those few steps we just have done now. So what we'll do next is go to our admin back end by clicking, let me show what I did, by clicking the URL with admin in front. Alright, congratulations, it is our WordPress has been successfully installed. So it looks overwhelming at first, but it's really simple to manage. We dismiss this, minimize that, minimize this, minimize that, minimize this. Then we'll do a little setting right now. First we'll go to the primary links. And once that opens up, we choose post name. Post name basically helps the user know the page they are on. It's better than choosing question mark p equals 1 to 3 or sample post. Post name is easy and is best for search engines to be able to recognize your page when searching for it. So we'll save changes. And the next thing we're going to go to is plugins. Plugins basically enhance the functions of your website. For example, on your phone you have applications for your website, you have plugins. So highlight everything here, deactivate, because without doing it sometimes it conflicts with our theme that we're going to be installing. So we do that again, we delete completely, apply, okay. Alright, let's quickly take a snap look of how our website looks like. Yeah, this is how our website looks like. Dry, boring, unimpressive, but because the theme hasn't been installed yet, so what we're going to be doing next is installing our theme. That's here. So to do that, we'll go to appearance, go to theme, then we'll click on add new. And by doing that, I hope you have downloaded the theme from the link description that I sent to you in via email or the video description. You should have a theme looking like this, Themify Ultra, and also the home page pictures or content. That's if you want to be following step by step. But if not, whenever you need something, I'll show you how to get it step by step like promised. So what we'll do now is to upload our theme. So we choose file, go to desktop. I think that's where mine is. Mine should be on the desktop, so let me quickly fetch it. Themify Ultra, then we click open, click install now. Now we should see it uploading right up by the left hand corner of our desktop. Now there are basically two ways to install the WordPress theme or the Themify theme, and I'll be showing you both. So let's just wait till that loads up. Alright, so if you get this message, there's no need to worry. Remember I said there are two ways to install the WordPress theme. So, and if you didn't get this message, good luck to you, congratulations, you've installed the theme. So let's quickly go back and install the theme the second way. You remember we just installed WordPress by using the WordPress listing. We click on go to control panel, then we look for our file manager. Then what we'll do next is click on public hit underscore HTML, then content, themes, then we'll click upload. Either we select file or we drop the file, either way it's still going to work. So just scroll down to where your theme has been installed on. Mine is on my desktop, so Themify Ultra, open. You should see that uploading, then we'll wait for it till it gets to 100. Alright, after the upload is complete 100%, we go back to home, we double click this. Oh, so sorry, let me cancel that. We'll highlight this, look for extract files, close files, then refresh or reload. You should have our theme installed right here, so there's no need to worry if yours showed that. What did it show? If yours showed this error, there's no need to bother. We've just solved that by uploading through our control panel. So what we'll do next is delete this because we don't need it anymore. Trash it. Then we go back here and click refresh here. Just refresh the page. Then we should have our theme. If after refreshing you can't find it, just come back here and click on themes and it should load up right up. So we click activate. We X this out. So let's quickly take a quick look of how our website looks like with the theme finally installed. Now trust me, this is better than what we had there before. This, I think we still have it here. This is, so by refreshing this also, this should change to what we have there currently. So congratulations again on having the theme installed. So what we'll be doing next now is fixing our pages. To do that, go back to the dashboard, then we go to pages, all pages, and after that opens up, we'll trash the sample page because we really won't be using it. And after trashing it, we go back to trash and we click on delete permanently, and then we click on add new. Our first page will be the home page. Home. Then we click publish. Then we click on add new again. Then our second page will be the about page. I like it in capital letter first. About. Go to publish. Okay, then we click on add new again. We'll be adding in our services page. Services, click on publish. We'll add new again. This will be our blog section, and don't be scared if you start thinking what you blog about. I'll show you how to do or how to find topics to blog about. You click publish, and then we add in our last but not least page. Add new, and the title of our page will be contact. And we click publish. Also, we should be done with that. We have our pages up now, so it's time to create our menu for it. We go to appearance, then menu. Okay, on our menu page, we have to create a menu name. So we go here, click on, choose any name you like. This has no purpose at all, so I'll be picking, say, top or top nav or anything you like. So click on create menu, and what we'll be doing next is, like this pages we just created, we'll be adding into the menu we also just created, that is the top. Then the beautiful part about this, you can just easily drag and drop to arrange how you want it to look like, and by dragging this to this side, you'll be creating a drop down menu, and I'll show you how that works very soon. But we want everything all as the main menu, no drop down yet. Okay, home, about, services, blog, contact. It looks good. Then we click on main navigation, then save, and then let's quickly visit our page to see what we have done. Alright, we have our pages up already: the home page, the about, the service section, the blog, and the contact. Alright, let's go to some of our pages and see if it works. Check the about, works fine. Services, then let's go back to our home page. You can check the rest if you want to. And I forgot to show you all something. I want to make this page my home page. I don't like this, for example, this business demo website.com.ng/home. I don't like it. I just like it plain without it. So what we'll do, how we'll change that is very simple. Go to customize, and it automatically brings us to this page, but we'll go back. Then we go to the home page setting. We click on static page, then we pick the home page, then go to publish, export, and what we will have now is just the domain name .com.ng and no home involved. So what we're about to do next is do some basic themify settings, adjust the footer and the header. So we'll start building quickly. And to begin to configure our settings, we go back to our dashboard. Then I want you to scroll down to themify settings. Okay, so now that we're on the page, okay, let me quickly do this. I like so that we'll see everything happening live. Open a new tab. So we scroll down to, all right, show all Google fonts. I don't know what show all Google fonts in case yours is not set there yet. Then we click on save. Then we scroll back to default layout. I think this is it. Default layout. This is basically where we set our page layout. This is the archive post layout. I'll be showing what that is in a few minutes. This is a single post layout, and where we're actually going to is the page layout. So this sidebar here and this title, will be getting rid of them very soon. So we'll pick this, so no sidebar, that is this. Then we scroll down and say hide all page titles, yes. Then we click on save. After that is done, let's give that a quick refresh. So we have it all gone. The sidebar is gone, the title is gone. So what we'll do next is go to our page settings. So we'll go back to our dashboard here, then we'll go to theme settings. Scroll back up. I won't touch any of those settings up if I were you. Then the header design, we'll pick the header design that we want. I think this is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. The ninth option is what I like. That is, this is the header here. This is the header here. So we scroll down again, and let's just save it and see. Let's save it. Sorry. And let's go back to our page and give it a quick refresh. So you see it's now. So what is next for us to remove is some few other things. So let's go back to our setting. This is the site logo here. This is the site title. So we'll disable site logo, site tagline. Sorry, this is the site tagline. Let me show you again. This is the site tagline. Disable site tagline. Disable the search form. Disable the RSS link. This is the search. This is the RSS link. So I don't want that there either. Then we click on save. And then we'll go back to see what we have. Quick refresh. Alright, it's all gone. Yep. Alright, time for us to adjust our footer. This is the footer text 1. This is footer text 2. There was a time I was working with a client and she saw this powered by WordPress thing, and she didn't really like it and she stopped the whole project. So just simply remove this. We go back to our settings and we scroll down to the footer text 1, footer text 2, and we just simply hide footer text 2, and we save. And let's check out what happens next. By doing that, I would have saved us the whole project, but she never wanted to listen. So what we'll do now is adjust this. By the way, is the back to top button. If you like it, you can still leave it. And this is the footer logo. I don't like this, so I want to take it out. You can leave it if you want to. We'll scroll up to the footer setting, exclude site logo, then exclude back to top button. The back to top button is this. So if you want to leave it there, you can. But I really think it's nice and it provides good user experience for your website. So save it up. Scroll down, save. give that a quick refresh, and it's gone. So we now have a blank canvas as it may to work with. Alright, what we'll be doing next is fixing our social links. Now before we go ahead fixing our social links, I believe it's important for us to note a few things of how the right approach to social media can help in the growth of your business, and why also you shouldn't rely on it. Now there have been some comparisons to Google as the old yellow pages where people go looking for something, and social media as the new hangout spot where people generally go and kill time. Now these places offer great avenues for commerce and uniquely different from the way they are approached. So what is the right approach to social media? I believe it's important. First is thing you have to do is to connect with your audience. Now secondly is to cultivate or nurture a relationship. After then you convert with a sale by making an offer to them. Now to connect, but you connect by offering something of value that solves a problem, enlightens your audience about a particular topic, or just simply a piece of content that helps them move forward or helps you move forward to building a relationship with them. Now the next phase is to cultivate. This is where you build a relationship. Now this can take few minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or even years if, depending on how the case might be. And this is largely dependent on your prospect base. Now the secret to doing this is giving them good feeling anytime they're in contact with you. That is when they get to see your post, or they get to see your content or your pictures or your videos. There's something happy or joyful about it. Basically what you're trying to do here is make them like you. And one reason why people buy from anybody is because they like them. So then this next phase is pretty easy, is where you convert. Now here you give an offer in front of them that is relevant to them. Now that also helps chase their dreams and desires and a sense of destiny for themselves, and an offer that also helps them avoid what causes fear, frustration, and failure. Now most traditional marketing focus on this aspect. This is where you get to see somebody out of the blue making you an offer or a training class and put a fee that is very ridiculous. Now anytime I get to see something like that, my first question is who you be. You haven't taken time to know your audience, you haven't taken time to cultivate the relationship, and now you're making an offer. Man, this person really doesn't know what he's doing. Or because first you haven't connected to the right audience, secondly you haven't cultivated a relationship with them. Now today there are many options. Leaving you is simply as pressing back on your phone, and the person or your client goes back into scrolling looking for other options. Now remember this: you start with a point of value, you cultivate it by giving them more of the feels that they want. You then offer more of that through your product and services. Also, to a business person, it's important I say this: you should leverage. It's very important you leverage on social media as part of your marketing arsenal. And let me point out some of its functions to you. Number one, it's an outreach tool. This is where you get to reach out your content to folks or people who are looking to be engaged on the platform. Now following the 3 C's of connect, cultivate, cultivate, yeah, I'm correct, then you convert, you will be fine. Also, it's a great listening tool. What I mean by this is where you gain market intelligence. You get to hear conversations taken about you and your business. Then you have to now know whether to make improvements, what you have to do and what you don't have to do. Then your decision making process is a lot easier, minimizes guesswork, and you go straight to the point. It's also a great measurement tool. Now this is where you get to know what is working and not working on your marketing. Now this is a little bit technical, though it involves embedding pixels on your website, and now that goes beyond the scope of this tutorial. But however, I will still be showing how to do this in subsequent videos. Now the question you may be asking yourself is, why shouldn't I rely on my social media to grow my business? Now why you shouldn't do that is, first of all, you are not in control. Your followers, your likers, permit me to use the word, are not yours. They are really owned by Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, depending on your choice of social medium you want to use, and they can change the rules anytime. Social media, they come and go. Now you might be asking, yes, but some have proved, like Facebook, to be king of them all and have stayed over time. But you remember MySpace, you remember High Five, how most people spent hours, days building, connecting, and cultivating a relationship, and at the end you don't get to see them again. So remember, you are not in control. Now you'll be asking yourself, how do I get in control? I'll be showing you that shortly. Let's quickly go ahead and fixing our social links in profile. Okay, in fixing in our social link profile, what we have to do now is go back to our dashboard. Then we go to widgets, under appearance, we go look for Themify social links. There it is. Then drag up, put it under footer social widget. Then what we'll do next is open another window and save. Then what we'll do next is go to Themify settings. Then we'll go to social links. Here it is. Now here we have all the various social media brands available. There is Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, and YouTube. And in case you can't find, maybe like for example Instagram is missing here, all you have to do is add link. Oh, before we add link, let me quickly show you how to put in your URL. For example, I'll be using my Facebook account URL, so let me quickly type that out. Now after you've opened your Facebook profile, you just have to do is copy out the link on your social link or your social profile, copy. Then we go to Facebook and add it in there. Now what happens if you are not on any of these social media? Leaving it blank just means that it won't come up. So, and I advise you at least get the 3 if you are not on any. That is the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. They are both great avenues to doing business and getting found by clients. So go right ahead and fix that in. I have a friend, Bosco, that's his nickname. He doesn't have any social profile, nothing. The only one I have seen him use is iTunes. So don't be a Bosco and at least have the 3. Alright, I'll see you next when we're fixing our URLs. And if it happens that you can't find your profile, for example Instagram is missing, all you have to do is add link, then type in the title Instagram, then the link Instagram, but yours will be your profile Instagram, become, then insert icon, you choose brand, then we look for Instagram, then that's it. you save and we're good. But I won't be using that, so I close this. To arrange this, all you have to do is just drag and drag and drop, and you're good to go. So we click on save, and let's see what our site looks like. Alright, so we're good. So what we're doing next is fixing our logo and the header. That's what we'll be doing. So to do that, we have to go to customize, and before then I realized a problem, so let's quickly go and fix it. We go to dashboard. No, just go to themify settings, straight up, then go to theme settings. We made a mistake when we were setting our theme settings. Then instead of exclude site logo, instead of ticking it, you untick that, so our logo can be able to come out. So we save, and let's visit our site to fix it our logo. Now to do that, we click on customize, then we'll have our themify options here. So what we do is go to advanced, more options. It takes us directly to basic, less options, so we want more options. Now before we go fixing our logo, I'd like us to note a few things. People don't buy because of your logo. There's always this fuss about getting logos done anytime you want to start a business. That's great, but let me quickly tell us or show us what else to do apart from getting logos done. And also, your logo is not your brand, and branding is way beyond color and graphics. It's simply what people are saying about you. A good brand has good things said about them, and a bad brand also has things said about them. If people don't buy brands or logo, what do people now buy? People want to buy people. I'm not talking about slave trade or something, but let me explain. The reason why people want to follow your brand on social media is not really your brand they are following. What they are following instead is the personality posting to social media. Now, recently I read of a confession of two entrepreneurs, one selling clothes and the other selling supplements. Now, both agree that the more active they were standing up in public to promote their brand, the more people buy. And now this is a reminder, it has zero impact on how the clothes will fit you or look on you, or how the supplements will impact your health. So what am I saying in essence is, having a public face whose image connects with the brand or logo certainly helps in making a buying decisions. Few examples I would like to give for few companies that have done this over time is Roy Kroc. He did the same thing when he turned McDonald's into an international food sensation by putting a face to the brand, that is a chef behind the brand. Now Henry Ford also did this with Ford Motors, and few companies like that have doing it where their CEO puts his face outside with his brand. So if you want to create a powerful brand today, you must embrace the power of putting a face, not just a logo up front. So if you sell clothes, wear your clothes, take pictures with it. If you sell shoes, do the same thing. Whatever you try to do, instead of putting a piece of logo or anything out there, you should put your face also, so people will be able to recognize and connect the brand to your logo. Let's just go ahead and fixing our logo. So to do that, we go to site, tagline and logo. That is under the advanced option, logo. You can also have site title, just in case, where you can easily just, in case you don't have a logo yet, you can still use buzz, then change the line height, change anything you want to change, but preferably I'll change this. Sorry, I'll change the font width to maybe say 600 bold, just to make it more effective. You can change the font here to whatever font you like to use, but I'll be going through some design techniques very soon, where I'll be showing you what necessarily you need to do, or some design principles you need to have your website fully beautiful and functional, because a bad website will just equally lead to people going off that, and we don't want that. So what's the essence of building a website if people just visit you and they go back immediately? So to fixing our logo, go to logo image, we add upload files, select files, then logo. Sorry, so wait for that to load up. Alright, so we insert image. Alright, so here you can adjust the size if you want to, and in uploading your logo, make sure it's a PNG file, which means it has a transparent background, so it can fit in on any color that you choose. Then logo position, you can make it relative. Now it's okay like that. In case you want to adjust it to the top, to the bottom, feel free to do that. So what we'll be doing next is fixing in our header wrap, which is header wrap. I think at this point I should bring up my demo, like a sample website I created for this, to follow along for reference purposes. Now this is what the header wrap looks like here. This is the header wrap. I'll be using all white. You can use yours as dark gray depending on what you want. So let me go back to choose the background color, header again, header wrap, the background color to all white. Then so what we'll be doing next is some I'll be explaining some basic design techniques, and to do that I will go to this website here. Now these are really important tips that companies like Apple, Tesla, PayPal are using. So first tip is stick to one font family. For example, let me go to Apple website. Now I have this font called what font. Tells us the kind of fonts they're using, but you can see here most of the fonts are just one, so you don't have to make your website look very fancy by putting in very plenty or various type of fonts. Sans serif is like a modern typeface, while serif is a little bit traditional and usually great for long reading for blogs or PDF books. There, all of them. And I have some recommendation here. You can use Open Sans, Lato, Roberto, Railway, Monster, PT Sans if you want to build a fantastic website. Remember, stick to one font family. Now my second tip is choose one main color, and you can also read about color meanings here, so you'll be able to choose the right color. For example, Apple, they just like using white or two, just one main color. You don't need plenty colors to make it really stand out. Just one simple color is fine. Then the next tip I will be giving you is use neutral colors. Can be used to separate content, header, footer, and anywhere you don't know which color to use. For example, Apple again, let me show you where they use to separate content. Okay, yeah, for example, now this footer color is different from this is a little bit light gray. Now this is almost white. I'm not sure it's white. Then to separate content, let me click here. Sorry, I need to exit font. Exit what font? So go to the mark part. Let's see. Now to separate content, they use another light gray, then black, then scroll down, they use dark gray, not really black, then white also. So let's go back to our, now use separate content using white space dividers and background colors. Now these are examples of, now this is an example of separating content from each other. Now output, they do that well. So let's just go back and see the next tip. Okay, crop images before upload. Now when you, from the website, I will show us where to get good pictures from. They usually come very big, and this is like a moderate size to cut or frame your images. And in choosing your body font, stay within 15 to 25 pixels. It's always great and good for reading, not something like this. 28 looks bad, 12 looks too small, so between 15 and 25 also. So your line length, use 45 to 90 characters per read. Now this is good. You don't have to make it really long, and usually provides good bad reading experience. Use headlines and subheadlines, define hierarchy, which we will be doing, and you see how we do that. This is great, using a bold headline, then something readable under, just to define hierarchy. Which one should you focus on more, which one your reader should focus on more. This is bad, and also avoid using pure black. Let me show you again Apple's website. This is not black. Also, let me show you from that Mac page. This also is not black. They avoid using black because there's always big contrast between the white and black, and it provides not good user experience for your readers. Also, well, the final and last tip is organize all your content before building your website, and take inspiration from other websites too. So before you start building, go right ahead, look at websites that you like, study it, to draw their layout, draw your own layout, how you want your website to look like, before we dive in to building our website. Now what we'll be doing next is fixing or adjusting our header links, so our main navigation. So we go to more advanced options under customize, main navigation, menu container. We have that as a relative. That's done. So we'll go to our menu link. What we have here, so menu container, drop down. Okay, menu container, let's put this as 3% pixel up top. The menu link, we go fix it at 16 menu pixels, 16. Then let's open and see what we're doing. 16. Then the font weight, put it as normal. Then what we'll be adjusting next is our font. Throughout this tutorial, I'll be using Railway, and by default the font here is Open Sans. So Railway, I will do font weight as normal, so everything is coming out looking good. What we'll do next is our menu link hover. What this means is anytime you hover over this main navigation, the color should change. I don't like the red default, so we'll change it to A1. So it gives it a very nice gray. Let's wait for that to load up. Let's see what we have. Now don't worry about it if you can't immediately see the changes. They will soon take effect. Menu active link means whenever you are on a particular page, what color do you want it to show. Currently now we're on the home page, so let me show you an example of what I mean. Now this is Apple's home page. This is the menu active link. Now you see the color difference in the when you're on the active link than others. So that's what it means by menu active link. Means we are currently active or currently on a particular page. The color we want it to be. I will still choose A1, A1, A1. So you can go ahead and A1, A1, A1. So we're currently on the home page. This has changed already, so that is it. Now the menu active link hover, that means anytime you hover, that's why that didn't change. Since anytime you hover on it, what color do you want it to change to? The same color. Let's just keep it constant and keep it professional. And the next part we'll be going to is our mobile menu. That is this. So our mobile link hover, I want to change that color to, that means anytime you're on mobile, the color you want it to show, the same thing, A1, A1, A1. So that should change automatically. So we are good to go. We have done that. Click on publish to save our changes, and we X out. So sorry, what we'll be doing next is changing in our footer section, so we can see we're currently on the home page. That is why this is on a little bit dark gray. Then you hover over it, it's still dark gray. Then what we'll be doing next is changing in our footer section. You can leave yours as white or pure gray, but I like the theme color that I chose, which you'll be seeing very soon. So we go back to customize if you want to change the footer. Now to change the footer color, what we do is scroll down, go to footer, the footer wrap. For my footer wrap, I'll be using 474749. 474749. It's a little bit dark gray. It's almost like my logo color if you look at it very well. Then minimize that. Our menu link, I want it to be all white, so that these are all links, so that this can come out properly. All white. So footer, and our footer font also, I'll be choosing all white. This is the footer font, the 2018 is the footer font, so choose it to all white. It just gives it that professional look. And there we have it. We're ready to start building our website. Now we've gotten the hard parts or the hard things out of the way. Up next is the really easy part of fixing our content, pictures, videos, and our layout. Now what we'll be doing next is setting in our hero image, like I like to call them, and that basically means this picture you can see that holds our text, and this text is our unique selling point that introduces people or visitors to our business. So we have to get the image right. So to do that, there are plenty places to get free pictures from. One of them is stocksnap.io. All you just have to do is find the one you like and you download, and you don't have to create the user. And you can also use them for commercial purposes also. Another place is on splash.com. So what you just have to do is type in the kind of pictures you want, and you will get some search results tending to what you're looking for. Another good place to find pictures from is pixabay.com. photo.com. So in case you are a bit picky and you don't know which you can't find your pictures that you're looking for, you can also try photodune.net. Here you can get a picture for at least $2, like you can see. So you just go here, they have a bigger library, so all you just have to do is select what you want to pay and you are up and running. So back to our website. If you have downloaded the content, that means you already have the pictures for that we're going to be using for our home page. Now in setting in our picture, what you notice anytime you download any of these pictures from the website, you find them very large. And what happens if you fix that automatic into your website? It makes it slow and the picture hard to load. And once you get slow response from loading, people might automatically click off your website. So in order for us to edit and crop our pictures, there's a website called photo.com, and I'll quickly be showing you how it works. So this is it. So what we do next is go to edit. Then what you do next is you add photo from computer. Now you notice that the hero, uncropped, this is it. Once you open it up, it's usually very, very large, and if we use that, it's going to be difficult for people to load our website. So we'll wait for the pictures to load, and you see here it's 4000 by 2250, which is very, 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 very large if you ask me. So to easily resize it, we just go to resize. I prefer using make sure the padlock is on. I prefer using 15 by, click on apply, by 844. Then what we'll do next is scroll up to crop, where we'll pick 15 again by 800. So you see it provides apply. So it makes our work a lot easier. So once you have that cropped out perfectly the way you want it, all you do is save. Then I prefer using normal because you don't want it too heavy. Now it just comes down to 68 KB, which is very, very light. So download, and it downloads automatic onto your computer. But we already have our cropped image, so what we'll be doing next is fixing it in with our unique selling point. Alright, in designing our hero image with the words and our call to action buttons on it, there are two ways actually to do this. The first way is by installing a plugin called Smart Slider, and to do that we just go straight to our dashboard. Then we go to plugins, add new. Then the next thing we do is search for the plugin called Smart Slider 3. And remember, plugins are what enhances the functions or the functionality of our website. Now Smart Slider 3, this is it. Yeah, Smart Slider 3. So we install now. Downloading the package again, installing the plugin. Install successful. So now what to do now is activate. Alright, and we should have the smart slider on our dashboard here. So what we'll do next is click on it, and they have great tutorials, so I advise and suggest you watch this, so you gain more knowledge in how to use the smart slider. And this is also, they have the free version, the one you can use for free, a template you can use for free, which we'll be using, and also they have the paid version. Let's quickly go through their template library so we have an idea of what we're working with. So this is their free template area. You can see it tagged free, so you can pick any one of your choice and decide to edit. This is for the pro. So now from this demo, or from this reference point, you can see you can even from here guess the template I already used, which is this. We'll click on import, then close this, but I advise you put in your email address and get free sliders. Close. Now the slider offers, the smart slider offers options of where you can have one or more slides. That means it shows you your image shows you more than one picture here, but I won't be doing that. I'll just be picking just one. So let's just go ahead and delete this. Delete this other one. But you really need to watch the tutorial to have a better knowledge of what we are doing. So we delete that too. Click got it. Then what we'll do now is edit. Let me close this up. Then I'll collapse this. So we change our background picture by easily going here, background, image, then we select the picture we want. Now remember we have some cropped files, so we go to upload, select files. The cropped version of the hero image is what we're going to be using. That is the 1005 by 800. We set that in, select, and voila, we already have our hero image. But next up is changing in the words and the buttons. These are called call to action buttons. Now, call to action is an instruction to the audience that is designed to provoke an immediate response, usually an imperative verb such as a call now, contact us, visit our store today, or find out more. Now, and usually by design should stand out from everything else on the page. That is what call to action really means. And the words we get to see here are part of the design unique selling point the company has already developed. Now I promise to show you how to develop a unique selling point. So by doing that, let's understand what a unique selling point is. It is fine-tuning your marketing message so that prospects can buy based on value, not price. It's sharing your unique selling point. Prospects can begin to expect what to get from doing business with you. That's what everybody's after. Once a prospect gets your page or your business, they are after what they can get. So by sharing your unique selling point, they have a perception of what they are expected to get. Now, and in crafting your unique selling message, I believe you should understand a quote by Waldo Emerson when he wrote that the man who grabs principles can successfully select his own methods, and the man who tries methods ignoring principles is sure to have trouble. Now, in order for us to have trouble, it's best we understand how the unique selling point is being developed. Now, let us quickly go through some unique selling points of different companies like Tesla. Now, Tesla will tell you, let me just quickly refresh this page again. So, now by what you're reading here, they tell you quickest acceleration. Let me click that. Quickest acceleration, longest range, the safest cars ever. Now let's look at another unique selling point by PayPal. It says the simpler, safer way to pay online. Now they further translate, they say PayPal is for everyone who pays online. So what are they really doing? Now let me take you to the demo website I created to understand. It says create a business website without technical knowledge. That is, if this was a business that I was willing to develop, my unique selling point would be this. So what is it really about? Unique selling point, how do you craft it out? It's simply sharing the big idea and the promise you are going to make to prospects to deliver your big idea. Now, we've run through some examples, so let's read them again so you have a better understanding of what we're talking about. Now let's see the big idea. The big idea now is the quickest acceleration. The promise is the longest range, the safest cars ever. Now PayPal just went straight to the promise, I guess, because they've been around for a very, very long time. So you should understand they are a payment platform. So they tell you the simpler, safest way to pay online. That is their promise. So in order for you to craft your own unique message, you have to have a deep understanding of your big idea and the promise you're willing to make. And mine, own from my demo site, will be create a business website without technical knowledge. Now remember, don't overpromise. The greatest form of wisdom is integrity. Now, integrity to yourself and to your customers. And also choose sentences that have meaning and easy to understand. There is really no time for confusion. For example, don't say customer certification through diverse services that will be rendered. What does it mean? Or you say honesty is the best policy. It should be quantifiable. You should be able to define it. Or don't say a trial will convince you. It doesn't really have deep meaning. Or if you're in the photography business, don't say I shoot people and pets, or construction and say we are proud of our erections. And if you're also in the security business, don't say our day starts when yours ends. Having said that, let's just take time out, think about your big idea, think about your promise, craft a unique selling point, and you'll be able to beat you won't compete on price, but based on the value that you offer. So let's go ahead and fix it, the one I have crafted for this demo site. It is create a business website without technical knowledge. I will copy it and paste it in there. Now, having done that, what we'll do next is change the font to Railway. That is font. Railway. Abi? Yeah. Then I think I want to make this bold. Yep. Then the color is fine for me. Then I think that's it for that. What we'll do next is adjusting the one up. That is what do I have here? Drag drop build. Let me copy that out. Copy. Paste it in there. Spacebar so that it will recognize it. Then I think that's fine for that. Then we'll close it. We save. Okay, what we'll be doing is editing now our buttons, our call to action buttons, and to do that we'll go to the button, change text, go under the text menu, change text. I'm changing mine to begin now, and I'll be linking it to my service page. And to do that, I'll copy out my URL for this site, copy, remove the hash, paste, then link it to my service page. Then go to the design tab, then change the font to I'll be using Railway. Then my font color will be white. Then my background color, I'll change this to 01 ADD3FF. So it gives it that kind of a dark shade blue. Then the hover section, meaning when we hover on it, the color you want it to be, and preferably it should be darker. Then I'll change that to 01 9BBDFF. So once you hover on it, it gets darker. So, and there are good colors you can also choose from. I just picked that because of what we have on our demo site right here. So what we'll be doing next is changing our button look. I don't like this look, so to do that we go to load design. Then we have various options that we can choose from. So okay, and doing that, I think it has changed our button color, so I'll just go ahead and change it back to what it was, 019 BBDFF. So we can even see the difference. So when you hover on it, it changes color. So go back to normal, change it to 01 ADD3FF, and so we have that setting already, like our demo site. I think that's that for the button. Yep, that's that. Then we close this, we move to the other one. Then to begin to edit, we go to the layer section. From contacts, I don't know, I was thinking I'll leave this as contact. Okay, I'll leave this as contact still. Then the link will be linking to my contact page, so that I'll just type in contact. Then the feel, the look or the design, I like this. Let's even go through some cool options that we have. There is the rectangle, there is the purple. So anyone that you deem fit to choose to use, feel free and use it. So that is that. I'll be using the rectangle railway green. So in doing that, it will automatically change our font to railway. So instead of typing in railway like we did for the other button, there won't be need for that again. Then our background color, I want this transparent. Yep. And to set the color font for our contact button, that is the font color, we just quickly change that to what I have, 556B78FF. So it gives it a kind of a dark brown feel. Then what we'll be doing next is going to our border. So we'll change that to, our border color is 5CBA3CFF. Then we'll change the border pixel to 2. So it gives it a kind of a cool modern look. Then our hover button should be preset already in for us, so in case you don't like it, you can go ahead and change yours. Mine is cool like this. Then what we're doing next is save. We'll go to our demo slider free static, and you can edit the name if you choose. I'll leave mine like that. So what we're doing is publishing our hero image to our desktop, to our home page, sorry. So to do that, let's quickly configure some few settings. I don't want arrows, so it's best if you don't want arrows, you click the no arrow button. Then general, go to general. Let's see what we have to do next. Alright, I think we are cool on the settings. I best prefer we leave it as default. Then go to publish. All you have to do is copy out this code, highlight it, copy, then let's save it. Then we go to our site, that's our home page. We click on edit page. So on our edit page, all you have to do is right click and paste in the URL, or sorry, the short code you just copied, update. Now after updating, we view page. Alright, if you notice, you notice that it doesn't cut across both sides like our demo site does. So in order to change this, you go back to your smart slider setting. So you go under size, we'll be clicking full width, save. Let's refresh this page. Alright, so we should have our banner image going full width. Now quickly, before we go ahead building in our website, I have noticed that most designers don't build for performance. Now there are two types of business website I have noticed. There's the online brochure website, and there are lead magnet website that are actually built for performance. Allow me briefly go through the framework for building a website for performance. First you need to do is convey authority. Now to do this, you give less talk about yourself, focus more on the audience. Your message your message, sorry, should speak to their needs and their problems. Now there are also what are called trust icons, maybe certification or your partners that you impute or embed in your website to help you convey authority and trust. Secondly is the clarity. Now this is where you define your user experience. That is, what is the specific outcome you will want a potential customer or visitor to get done on your site. Now also navigating should be very easy. Don't, in the name of creativity, make people think. And also remember to use verbs for your call to action. Also, for building for performance, you also need to consider engagement. Now there are two ways to do this. By social proof, this is where you use testimonial, either pictures or words, to show how great your product and services was, or how it has helped or improved people's lives or business. Also videos have been found, that's the second one, sorry, videos have been found to be most engaging because videos appeal to every sense apart from smell. Now, as a quick recap, for us to build a website for performance, first you need to do is focus on the audience, speak to their problems, use trust icons to convey your authority, and also be clear about the outcome by focusing on the user experience. And lastly, engage them by using social proof of testimonials of either words or pictures. And also videos have been found to be a key factor in engaging your audience. Now let's go ahead and turn on the builder. With our builder on, we'll go to the text, to our module section, where we'll select fancy heading. The fancy heading module, drag and drop into this row here. Now for our heading, we'll put in why choose us. We are creating our service section here. Why choose us? I think I want that capital letter. Then for the subheading, I'll delete that. Then for my heading, I'll choose H2 and save. Then after doing that, we'll quickly go to edit, styling, go to the padding section, deselect the apply to all padding, switch this to percentage. Now put in 5% at the top, switch this back to percent, put in 2% at the bottom, and click save. Just like that, we already started building our service section. And if you want to adjust the font size, I'll show how to do that generally, which saves you time. Now the why choose those section is a mini insight into the services that we offer, or where we answer the question of why people should choose your business over others. So to do that, we go to our module tab, look for the feature module, paste it in there. Now for example, if I was to building this as an actual business, I will focus on my mini insights of my services will be low cost to build, improve credibility, increase client leads, something like that. Just a mini insight into the services that you offer, and I will just be copying and pasting the content I already have here. Copy and paste it into the feature title. Then content, let me just go ahead and copy some words off here, paste it in there. Then scroll down to the stroke section. I'll be using 3, and that is this little circle that you see around here. So the thicker it is, the more number, the thicker it becomes. The higher the number, the thicker it becomes. I believe 3 is a fairly good size, so we'll change this to medium. Let's see how it looks like. Let me use small back. Then insert icon, that is this icon you see right here. I will be choosing money. There's a money icon here, somewhere around here. Okay, that's it. So we need, what we'll do next is to insert link. So once people first get on your home page and they get to see reasons why they choose you, and they click on it, the page that would be leading them next is this services page. Then you scroll down. Okay, I think we're good. Now sorry, we need to change the color of, I have a particular color, so you can go ahead to choose any color that you want to put. Mine will be 3A8 to A1, and that's that for that. Alright, so what we'll be doing next is going to the styling section, go to link. The link hover should be the link color, I'll be using A1. Then for link hover, I'll be using 3B, sorry, close this. I'll be using 4D. It's somehow lighter to the A1 color code. So open in a new tab. Then after we're done, let's go through again. After we are done, click on save. Then this is the best part, one of the best things I like about this builder. What we now do is go under the feature mode, the columns part, change it to 3. Then what we do is duplicate this, then duplicate again. Then what we'll simply do now is drag and drop it, so you can go ahead to change the, let me just quickly show you how to do that. Go to edit, and so if you want to change the words, you can change it here. For example, improve credibility. Let me copy that out and paste it in there. Then change the, you can change the words, definitely you have to change the words. Then change the icon, just insert icon. I'll be choosing like a diamond shape. This is it. Then every other thing is set. Save. Then edit to here. So let me just do that briefly. Increase client leads. That's why people should choose your company instead of fighting over price. Increase value. So change the icon to like a magnet. Yeah, that's it. Then we save. Quickly show you something good about this builder. If you want to increase the width size, you can just simply drag it and drop it, or just simple drag and drag it. If you want to increase the width, just simple drag, just drag and drop, finish, and you're good. And let me quickly show you something cool about this builder. Save. For example, if you have made a mistake, all you have to do is, for example, let me say this was a mistake. All you have to do is go to the undo button and it's there. And also, to avoid you making serious mistakes, what I advise is you save revision. So maybe I'll just do this as services. okay. So in case of any serious error, all you have to do is come back here and load revision. And let's quickly set in the header font so we won't have to be changing it all the time. So to do that, we go to save. Let's generalize the heading font. We close this, and what we'll be doing is going to customize. On our more advanced options, we will look for heading 2. That's what we are trying to change. Fixing the font to railway. So whatever font you have chosen, this is where you get to change it once. Then for size wise, I'll be using normal because I like it thin and faint. So what we'll be doing after this is changing the body font, and by default the body font is set already to 16 pixels. So like I said earlier in the design tip, you should have it between 16 and 25 pixels. So here you choose the body font you want. I'll also be using railway for the body font also. But by default this is 16. By default is 16. So, and I'll be changing the font weight from 100 to normal. So we have that in there to normal. Save. Okay, quickly, I forgot to do something. To change the font color of our heading, we just go back down and change the color right here. I think I prefer like a light color also. I'll be using 4D. So it's kind of light and easy to read. Avoid using plain black like I said earlier. Then publish. X that. So we are done with our service section preview. So, and each of these links directly to our services page. So okay, setting in our mission and vision statement, also with our quote inclusive, we split our rows into 2. Then go to our row options, make this a full width container, go to styling, then we'll change the background color to the one I have here is 6069C5. Alright, so after that is done, we go down to our padding, select apply to all padding, 6% at the top. Why I use percent is they are usually more mobile friendly than pixels. Then 2% also at the bottom. Then I believe that's that. Save. Also we'll go to our module section, look for our icon. Okay, there it is, sorry. Insert it in there. Then let's quickly make the settings. Make this extra large, the size extra large. Icon background style none. Then for background color we'll choose black, but this is not really black but black. Then for icon label I'll be deleting that. Then insert icon, I'll be changing the icon to something else. Sorry, insert icon. Then go to web. Okay, we should have like a quote sign, but I can easily set it here since I know what I'm looking for. Quote left, that's what I have. Then I believe that is that for that. Okay, go to the styling, go to margin, make it 15 at the top, and save. Also we'll be splitting this row into 2 using this also the last one that we chose earlier. Then we go and pick in our text module. Here it is. Insert it there. Now before we do that, let me just duplicate our text to copy it back, then save it. Also duplicate it here by going to the row options, then drag and drop it inside there. So for our text, I can easily all I'll be doing for my text is copying and pasting in this code. So if you have any favorite code that you like, or you have developed, or you have your own code also for your business, you can go right ahead and put that in. So delete the content, paste there, save. Or before, let's save this. So let's make some quick adjustments. Go to the styling. For font color, we'll change it to white. All white F. Then for the padding, deselect that, change it to percent, 10% at the top. Then for the right, 5% by the right. Then bottom 5%. Sorry, 5%. So save. I think we're done with that. So for this, what we do here is easily change this. Go to styling. Let's change the background color to white. All white. Then save it. And for our text module, we go to edit. All that we're doing also here is copy and pasting in this mission and vision statement. Paste it there, then save. And you can see it looks somehow, so we'll be adjusting it by going to styling, go to our padding options, then deselect this, make this 5% at the top, by the right, also 5% by the right, then bottom also 5%, then by the left also 5%. Alright, so by doing that, we're almost done with our mission and vision statement. What else I like to do is go here to my row options and select this middle column alignment, so they are equal, when you see them. So save, and we are done. What we're doing next is setting in our video, and after that is our testimonial tab. So for video, to fix in our video for engagement primarily, what we'll be doing first is going to our row options, select full width row container, go to the styling, let's give it some padding quickly to change it to percent, padding 5%, top, bottom, so 3%. Then scroll up to background, then I'll be setting in a background color F6, little bit light gray, just to separate content. Then save. Then what we'll be doing next is going to our module tab, look for our fancy heading, place it into the row and delete this, give this change to how it works. Then I'll be changing the HTML tag to H2, that is heading 2, that's what that means. Then for styling, I'll go to padding, deselect that, and select, say, 6%, sorry, 6% top, bottom also, let's say 2%. Then save that. So we're getting to where we are going to. So let's also do the same thing for the second row options that we have: full width container, styling, background, padding, to deselect that to 6, then bottom 2%, then background color, the same color for, so everything will be in uniform, F6, and save. Then to simply add in our video, you go to YouTube, copy and paste whatever videos you have about your product or service that you already have. Then this is copy out the URL. Then all you have to do is go to video, look for the video module. Sorry, let me pause that. Go to the video module and select it and place it into the module tab. Then what we will do next is replace your URL that you copied here, replace it into the video URL, and finish. We're done putting in our video. Then we save. So what we'll be doing next is setting in our testimonial. We'll go to the demo site. Testimonial is this. So to do that, it's quite easy. Alright, before we go ahead fixing our testimonial layout or testimonial module, I quickly noticed a mistake here, so I'll be making an adjustment right now. So for the fancy heading, we go to styling, go back to padding. Instead of 6%, I left it at 6 pixels, which that was not the original plan. So after that, let's give that a quick save and scroll down. So for our testimonial layout, let's go to styling. Then we quickly go to our row options. Okay, change that to full width. Then go to styling. Our padding, let's make that, let's decrease that, deselect that, make it 6% top, then 2% at the bottom. Let's give that a quick change and we save. So now to add in our testimonial, we'll go to our module section, look for testimonial slider, hold and drag and drop to it. So for our testimonial content, what I'll be doing real quick is copying and pasting content from our demo site. Copy, paste. Alright, then for the title, I'll quickly copy this to done with ease. Paste it, then scroll down. We need to browse library to add in a picture of our testimonial page. Browse library, select files. Let's just select this at once, 2, 3, copy, open, sorry. Alright, so for our first page, for our first testimonial, I think this is pictured there. So for the first one, insert URL. Then for image width, we make this 150. This has some cropping advantages, so we're going to crop it to 150. Then the height will also be 150. Then you can go right ahead and change name, position, name, company website if any. Then what I would change is this has a image at the top format, which I don't really like, so I'll be picking the second one, image at the bottom. Then save it. Then what we'll be doing next is going to our row options, select the third one. So what we'll be doing is duplicating this and duplicate again. Then this easiest part of it all is drag and drop it, so we can go right ahead and editing each one of them here, going to the edit tab. Then instead of done with ease, I'll be using perfect solution, copy, paste that there. Images are already cropped to 150, so need to make any further adjustment. Browse library, pick him, insert there, save. Then for the last header, I will save those millions. I say save those millions. I'll be making the correction there. So edit, copy, paste it, saved. Alright, so testimonials, like I said earlier, are also called mental triggers. What mental triggers are is that once somebody gets to your page and see good reviews of how your business, service or product has helped make life better, faster and easier for them, it quickly stimulates a kind of an authority figure that you know what you're doing, and it gives you proof of being good with your service or your business. So just like that, we have our testimonial already set up. So you can go right ahead, and if you don't have any yet, what I would recommend you to do is find somebody who has said something good about your product or your services. Somebody definitely is out there will have had something nice to say about it, so, and don't be scared to share it with others. So what we'll be doing next as our last social proof, or creating our winning or engaging business website, is setting our trust icons. This basically I could call trust icons. In my own case, my partners here, this can be either your partners or your credentials or your clients. For example, now I chose my partners because this is just a demo and I'm currently using a Windows laptop. I'm using MTN as my Wi-Fi connection. My laptop is HP. My generator is Tamuku. The theme we're using is provided by Themify Ultra, Themify.me company, and Ikeja Electric has been faithful to a certain degree in giving me electricity. So these are my current partners for this project that I am on. So to do that, we'll continue with the same process that we have done. Let's just go straight and put in our fancy header. Where is it? There it is. Delete that. Sorry. Then for heading options, I will delete that and put in our partners. Make that capital letter, sorry. Partners. So save. What did I do? Sorry. Okay, change this to H2. That's the mistake I made. Then for styling, just do the back padding, deselect it, make it 5% at the top, or 6 rather, 6% at the top, 2% below. Save that. And to put in our images, all we have to do is go to let's just quickly adjust our row options, change it to full width, then save, and go to our module bar, look for images, image, there's it, drag and drop it. Then let's quickly make some quick settings here. Let's make this centered image. Now make the width to be 125, then the height also to be 125. Then what else? Okay, I think we're done here. Then save this. Then what we'll be doing here is splitting it into 3 by the column settings. 3. Yep. Then all we simply have to do now is duplicate this, duplicate again, then the best part, drag and drop. So to import in our images, we go to edit, choose the browse library, because if you use upload, sorry I didn't say that earlier, if you use upload, the images can come out blurry and it won't just be nice. Go to upload files, select files, and let's bring in all our trust icons, open. And for the first one is this, insert URL, and we click on save. And for the second one, edit, browse library, insert URL. And by the way, these images have already been cropped, so if you're following it step by step, you have them cropped already. And if you're using your own content, I suggest you crop them as you require, as you need them to be. Just make them nice and look good. Then also use PNG files, that is files with images without background. So we go again to browse library, pick this, insert URL, then save. Then what we'll be doing next is simply duplicating this row here. So duplicate, then just the same way we have done it, edit, browse library, insert URL. But for this I will be removing the height so it comes out nice. Then save. Then and also for this also edit, removing the height too. Then browse library, then picking second one, save. We're almost done. Edit, then no, I think I should leave this, browse library, pick the last one, and let's see how it is. Okay, it doesn't come out good, so let's remove the height also, and save. Then lastly, what we're going to be doing is the column alignment. Just go to the row options, then pick the centered button. Also for this also we'll be picking the centered button. So we're looking good. All right, so we're done with our trust icon, so we save. We're almost done with our home page also. So for our last layout for our home page, what we'll be doing simply is go to options, make it a full width row container, go to styling, make the background color for this particular one, it will be E09429. Then for our padding, we deselect apply to all padding, make it 4% at the top and 2% at bottom. So we save. Then we go also to the row column divider or something, we pick this. Alright, then what we'll be doing is adding in a text module into the middle, where I'll be calling this say how can we help. Then highlight it, change the heading to heading 2, then save. Now before we go in putting in our button, let's quickly make this to the middle. So we go to styling, go to font rather, then make the text align at the center. So we'll see it goes straight into the center. Then we save. Then we go back to our module tab, look for a button icon, a button module, drag it and drop it in there. Then I'll be making the size large, I'll be making the button style squared, I'll be choosing this light blue kind of something. Then new tab, change the link if you want to. So I'll be changing this to my contact us page, copy, paste, / contact page. I'll be linking it rather to my contact page. Then the button text will be contact us. Then I'll be properly styling the button. And by styling, I'll go to styling. So to style this, I'll go to styling, go to our font first. Let me make this to the center. Then we go to our button and let's start styling it. So for our background color, we'll change. For our background color, we'll change this to white, or sorry, let's make it black. Then make it transparent all the way. Then for our background hover, that means when you hover the button, we'll be changing that to white. Then also then we go to our link, the color, I'll be changing this to, and for my color I'll be using all white. Then for my color hover, I'll be using 2E90. Then the transparent will be like 0.9. Let me change this back, please. 2E 2E90. Then transparency to be 7.9, 0.79. Then we're good. Not done yet, sorry. Then we go to our border, make it white also. Then increase this to 1. Okay, then the border pixels will be 2. So you see we have a very pretty button coming right up. Then I think after we're done with that, we save. Alright, so to see what we have done, let's just save this generally. And X this. And let's see what we have down here. Alright, this is our button looking cool and I like it. So I think this is too close, so to do that, let's just turn on our builder and add some padding to give it some little bit white space. So we go straight down, let's add some padding here, styling, padding, deselect that. So bottom, let's say like 3%, so it gives it that gap. Then save. Then we're good. So we're practically done with our home page. So what we'll be doing next is creating our about page, which will be done in a jiffy. So save that generally. And go to about. Then turn on the builder